90 years. Our country has made a promise to people that if you pay into the Social Security program your whole life, that money will be there for you when you retire. Franklin Roosevelt signed the Social Security Act into law 84 years ago. And this is his quote. He called it a cornerstone in a structure which is being built, but it is by no means complete. Social Security is still a cornerstone. It's still the bedrock, according to FDR. It's the bedrock of an edifice being built in a nation where we belong to each other. We, the people, building this, that's our cornerstone. He called it the Social Security. Today, 73 million Americans count on Social Security. Millions more than that are planning on those benefits they earn being there for them. You heard from the first letters I read that people are really worried. The President of the United States stood up in a State of the Union address and talked about rampant fraud because payments are going out. All that, from conservative papers to ones on the other side, have showed that what he was saying was not true. But they're sowing chaos. They're attacking, delegitimizing it, calling it a Ponzi scheme, Doge leader Musk and the president. But 73 million Americans are counting on Social Security benefits, and 1.6 million in my state. 40% of people who rely on Social Security, 40% have no other source of income. They live paycheck to paycheck. Social Security check, from Social Security chunk. And despite mocking Social Security, causing it a Ponzi scheme that had communities like my parents, my mom's, people beginning to worry, they actually took real actions to lay off thousands of Social Security employees, making it harder to process Social Security applications and troubleshoot questions for beneficiaries. They didn't roll out a plan to say, hey, this is how we are going to show that we can do the best customer service ever. We're going to bring some of the best private sector people in to advise on how we can use technology and innovation to give the best customer service. Hell, roll in AI, do all these things. We're going to make a model of responsiveness to our seniors because we're a society that respects our elders, values them, wants them to retire in dignity and security and peace of mind. That's the big ambition. No, that's not what was said. Social Security employees, like many employees, got letters that they didn't expect, saying they were laid off. Didn't matter how well they performed. It didn't matter what function they performed. And it put in jeopardy just trying to contact Social Security if you're retiring. Just trying to contact Social Security if you need to apply for benefits. They tried to eliminate service by phone, saying that they wanted to require in-person visits, which is absurd for many seniors that don't have access to transportation or live in rural areas, because you know what they're doing also is that they're trying to close down many Social Security offices. I'm going to get to the specifics of that later. These actions are harmful enough, but they're just the beginning of what our president and Elon Musk are saying they want to do to a program that for millions of Americans, it's their only check a week. It's essential for them, and others, it's how they make their retirement secure. You don't protect the future by punishing the people who built this country. You don't fix America by throwing seniors or veterans or Americans with disabilities under the bus. That's not how we do things. That's not how we should do things. There are so many hardworking families that believed in this idea. If I work hard all my life in America, I can make ends meet, I can raise my kids, and I can retire with dignity. Congress does have a responsibility to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars. We should do more of that. I want to do more of that. I want to help lead in that fight. But none of us were invited to a table when it came to this. This congressionally established program, FDR I read, but it was Congress that established it, is now not being included in the planning or procedures to try to improve Social Security or make it more efficient or more effective. We haven't convened hearings or task forces in a bipartisan way to find out what we can do to better serve our seniors. Instead, lies are being proffered about Social Security making wrongful payments. Lies are being proffered by the highest office in the land, the most richest person in the land who does not need Social Security is calling it a Ponzi scheme, telling people who are relying on it they're part of a Ponzi scheme. But remember this, Social Security is not the government's money to spend. It's the hard-earned savings of working Americans, and it belongs to Americans. The president and Elon Musk need to keep their hands off of it. It's not theirs to take, and it's not theirs to break. Their scheme, they're the ones that have a scheme, and it's not about efficiency. It's not visionary. It's what we need in America now is visionary leaders that have bold, exciting visions for what things like Social Security can be. And what they're doing is not only wrong, it hurts people. It scares people. And not just people, our elders. The people who raised us, the people who built roads and highways, the people who served food, made food, who started small businesses, raised generations, that's who we're disrespecting.